Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back once again. Once again, back is the incredible. Now, okay, that's a famous Long Island group. Like I just gave you a little bit of it. Who you think that group is? I'm talking about. Who said that?
I don't know, but you did kill that line. I give you
Yeah,
that.
right. Yo, B, you gotta know Public Enemy, man. Roosevelt's finest, man.
Oh man, I'm such a hack. You're right.
You got to brush up on the Long Island groups. You know what I'm
And listen,
saying?
when in doubt, go to Roosevelt. I mean, come on, man.
Leaders of the new school, Uniondale,
It's
right?
the smallest little area. There's so many freaking people from that place.
Yeah.
Nuts.
You got De La Soul. I think they was from the Uniondale area. Uh, they
Yeah,
may be. I think so. I'm not sure.
so many people, man.
I know you got Brentwood, EPMD, Rakim, Wine Dance, and there's probably a few others, but those are the notables right there, man.
But
Those
yeah,
are the notables.
we'll take those guys, man.
All and to think about it, all legendary.
Right?
Every last one of them.
All big time.
That's right. Well, we're saying that, man. Just want to say what's up to everybody. We here. I know there's a lot of games going on, but we still got a job to do. So we're saying that. Let's start the show.
That's right, baby.
Yo, that picture at the end with us walking through the screen, that's kind of hot, yo. I gotta give myself a round of applause. I'll blow the whistle on myself for that
That
one.
was all you.
That was dope right there. I don't know what, I'm a creative. That's what you got to understand. I'm definitely a creative, man. But listen, welcome to High School Basketball Weekly. This is season 2, episode 37. I am your host, Glenn Poole Harding, with my guy,
Brian Reichert.
You know how we do, baby. We always in the building. How was your week, brother? How was your week? And first of all, mom's good, car good, everything is okay.
The car is good, man. Got it cleared. Shout out my guy Ed this morning. And even went to a game. You snuck off to Uniondale Hempstead before the podcast, man.
Wow.
Had to give Nassau some love. Haven't seen some
How was that?
Man, I got to tell you, I got some Uniondale love coming for the city, man. They look like a PSAL team.
Really?
They had like 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. Holy smokes.
3 freshmen?
I mean, size, speed. They were trapping. They were like, we see what Jeff's doing and we like it. I mean, they were excited. They were fun. They got cooking at times. They're going to be good, man. They're going to be an exciting bunch.
Man. We're always on the check-in. Coach Biggs, what's up? Representing the 914. Got my, the number one basketball head in the business, Ayatollah Beast, always in the building. Never lets us down, man. Hey, listen, Ayatollah, I saw the comment about the Beast when I had Corey Williams up here. Trust me. Listen, I'll send you my email. Hit me up on Instagram so I can see my email, and I want to check out what you got, man. That'll be dope.
Oh my God, we got him.
That'll be dope. And listen, look, if you can send me some beats. If they're hot, I'm gonna do them. But if it's not something I can flow to, I may put them in a reel or something or on a video. You know what I'm saying? Just to show you some love. Basil, what up? What up, Basil?
Basil said he was coming in hot tonight.
Yeah, always. He's still waiting for that New York, New Jersey podcast. We got to give him one of these days, man. We got to sit down and talk about it. I don't know. I listen, not to told our old coattails, man, but man, the history of the ball players that came out of New York, just period, man, just overwhelms everybody, bro. Like,
Wow.
not even going to even go there. Just like the whole New York, like we're not going to just let you compete with your whole state and we just going to just go with 5 boroughs. Nah, be Long Island, upstate, everywhere.
Um,
You know what I'm saying?
every everywhere. The depth is
Yeah,
that's the biggest problem. People don't know. The depth is nuts, man.
that's a fact.
Got gems all over the place.
That's a fact. Oh, that Eagle Jeff game was
Whoa.
absolutely phenomenal. We definitely gonna touch on that as well. Appreciate you, Nomad, for sure. For
Yeah, man.
sure.
Out Sage Media taking care of us with the stream. I mean, they
Nah,
were
those
getting some
nice.
heat poo for that
Yup.
starting time.
No,
Whoa.
yo, hold on. So tell me what was going on, because I was at the game. I heard there's a lot going on in the chat. I heard, there was some discussion about man in the chat. So there's a lot going on, man. So give me a breakdown what was going on, especially from your vision, right? I don't know if you was in the chat, but tell me some of the things that people was talking about.
Yeah, people were definitely super excited. A lot of people were saying Jada was dropping 50 in the pregame. A lot of Jeff talk, a lot of Jeff hype. Eagle had some fight. There's some fans screaming that Eagle was bouncing back. But when we thought the game started at 6, I could not believe, how late it got pushed back. I mean, people were going nuts in the chat. They're like,
Really?
"Where's the stream? Where's the stream?"
Wow.
I just kept trying to help. I just kept trying to help them Sage boys, right? And 6:45, which they're trying. It was like,
Jeff is must see TV now, man.
yeah, man. And listen, I'm seeing overtime with multiple posts. They're coming in multiple games.
Ball is life. They look, they tapping in, man.
Yeah, and our freaking guy, 1%. All these guys, man, they're seeing. They're finally seeing what we've been talking about and what the city's been roaring about with these guys, because they're the real deal.
That's
The
a fact.
game was crazy.
That's a fact. That's a super fact right there. I know I don't know why it's not on here, but I'm going to get it right now. I got some footage that I'm going to put up.
Oh, please give me the Jada dunk, please.
That down the middle, right? That down the middle.
And it was so quiet, and I think I woke up half the neighborhood. Couch. I said, "Oh my god!"
Nah, it was definitely something
Woo!
to watch, man. Let me get that for you, because I forgot to get that. I thought I had it on my iCloud, but I guess it didn't save yet. And I'm going to go here, get it off here real quick, and then no, that's somebody else. Okay, let's do that right here. Have some patience, people. We're about to start. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this off of here like this. Whammo, there you go. So there's a lot of scores I'm going to run up before we get there. I want to move to the Catholic School League first.
Hit them up.
Yeah. See if this thing downloads.
And listen, if you want to talk about any of these scores that you throw out, you let me know, because we've seen a lot of these teams, and there were a lot of good matchups this week. A lot of teams hungry, trying to get to that next level of the Catholic League, and some teams are really popping off, boo. Some teams are emerging.
Well, let's just talk about last week. Nas edged a much improved South Shore 53-50. I thought that was super, super dope, man. They was able to do that. And Halan Rollins led the way with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 5 blocks. I was really expecting Nas to kind of maybe blow them out, right? Because you would figure, but hey, Coach Mark got them playing very hard. And I think as the year goes on, they're going to find themselves in the mix of the action in the PSAL when the playoffs comes.
And listen, man, they got no problem playing that, you know, ruiner, season ruiner, all, they're going to take that as far as they can, and they're going to give everybody their best shot. So, I'm not surprised. You're right. I thought it could have been a blowout or like this result, super, super close. I mean, it's a big win by Naz, especially closing them out.
Yeah.
And the fact that Rollins is still unsigned, it's crazy, man.
Or isn't he not signing? It's the difference. We don't know what's going on. He has some offers, but I guess he's waiting for something that he's super happy with, or just maybe he want to just keep proving people that, hey, listen, y'all have to get up and get right because
Yeah,
he's
somebody
playing his ass off right now.
feel right. Someone's not offering him the right package yet. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's where it's at right now. I think that's where it's at right now.
yeah, because what a recruitable kid. I mean, does it all: offense, defense, size, and he's scoring a ton this year. With still being for us too unselfish. I wish he would still take over, but he's getting all these guys ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, St. Raymond's continue to struggle against, the top elite teams. They fell short to the Patrick School by
Hard,
2 points, 72-70. With all that size that the Patrick School have, and they have great players on both sides,
oh yeah,
and Brandon Stores and Brandon Lee. And these guys got similar type games too, right?
yeah.
They kind of look the same as well, and they wear the same number. It's crazy.
Yeah. Definitely very similar. Both look alike, and two terrific kids. And one's going to Illinois, and the other one's going to Georgia Tech. So they're both going to be instant impact players. Hopefully, I think Lee's going to be a guy who Illinois could throw in right away and play. And like you said, Patrick School's got size. They got some. The guy Dang is really good too. I mean, they got some wings. Shout out my guy Ike over there. That's a big win for those guys over Rays.
Definitely, definitely. Let's see. Yeah, they definitely are. We definitely put you on there. Nomad doing it without a big man is crazy, and we're gonna get to that Jeff. But right now, I want to talk about Archbishop Stepanak, who continues to roll, undefeated in the Catholic School League,
Oh yeah.
75-59 over St. Peter's. And look, what more can you say about that Stepanak squad, man?
I mean, Danny Garbuccia knocking off some big prestigious numbers.
Player of the week. Yep.
Right, 500. You're like you said, player of the week, 500 assists, and like I was talking about, he's got so many wins in his career. I mean, but the Stepanak program, each guy's stepping up. I just saw one of the rat lifts was ranked in the top 25 on a website. I mean, this is a superstar program full of superstars, man. It's people are finally starting to wake up nationally. They're right on the cusp of that top 25 ranking, with Jeff. I think it's two programs just really ascending, and Stepanak looks tough.
Yeah, they look really tough, man. I want to try to see if I have. Hold on.
Eat, man. Each night somebody's stepping up.
They had 5 games in 7 days. Can
Yeah.
you imagine that? 5 games in 7 days.
And that's why Coach Mass is like, a master at just sprinkling guys in, getting them extra minutes, giving guys minutes off. We saw it in Rays. He had guys that further down the bench playing late minutes. He knows the deal. He knows the long game. So I'm not surprised to see them be successful during this run.
Well, if you haven't seen anything of the Stepanak squad, here they go.
Very unselfish.
I think we get the picture, man. And you would think there will be more people at that game because, St. Peter's is usually packed. They usually pack that gym out. It was
Yeah,
like nobody was there.
yeah, I don't know. That's surprising too.
Crazy. Well, that's how Stepinac looked, and I really wanted to see Talib Martin play. I went up to Cardinal Hayes Saturday, and the game was canceled. I was
Ooh,
really looking forward to seeing the young Cardinal Hayes team and that young St. Peter's team, and the game was canceled. I guess because of the snow, they pushed it back to the 28th, where we'll be in Thurgood Marshall.
of course, of course.
Hey, that's the way the ball bounces sometimes. And speaking of Cardinal Hayes, they beat Mount St. Michael's 80-45.
Wow.
Clear stomp out. Stomped them out. And Malloy defeated Bishop Lachlan 55-51. And then you have St. Francis Prep, who continues to roll. And I think they're still undefeated, beating Christ the King 75-61. And Prep goes up 2-0 in that series.
Sweet. Season sweet.
Yeah. And right now, Nazareth is hosting CTK in a rematch where CTK beat Naz 61-59 at Christ the King. So let's see if that home court advantage will play in the hands of Nazareth tonight. What do you think about that game, Coach, that's going on right now?
I think Naz is going to need it. I think Naz is going to need it, Pooh. I think it's really big for Naz to win that game because for, CTK to beat them twice would be rough for them. For them looking for their, their end goal. Obviously they could bounce back from that. We know that. But I'm talking, profile-wise, where they want to get to. They want one of those top seeds. They need to be as close as they can to St. Francis Prep.
Yeah, because the further they get away from St. Francis, it puts them in a better position, leading up to the playoffs. You know how that goes.
Yeah. And did you
get knocked off?
Any numbers from anyone from that Cardinal Hayes game? Because, man, I did an article about some interesting 2028 kids in the Catholic. Yeah. And, man, I had like 2 or 3 of them are from Cardinal Hayes. So those kids can fill it up.
No, I don't have anything from there, but let's see if any of them are on the scorers list. We had Cardinal Hayes, Malik Fields, of course, averaging 15.
Sure.
And another one, Bryce Yancey. He's averaging 13. He's the freshman, right?
Yep.
That's the freshman. And then you have, that's kind of it on the top scoring list. So those 2 right there for sure. Oh, no, they have another one. David Gaiman, that's the junior. He's averaging 16. He averages 17 points a game. That's the guy that Coach Sean, the assistant coach from Cardinal Hayes, been telling me about. He can really fill it up.
Yeah, he's awesome. He was MVP of the first game in the Jordan Holiday Classic. Hayes is young, but they got an exciting roster. They'll basically all be back. I mean, next year they could really maybe do some damage. I mean, they've been showing, despite being young, that they could drop a ton of points. I mean, this isn't the first 30, 40-point game they've won. But who else you got? Who else you got in the Catholic? Anything else?
That was it. And CK, my guy, Chris Hudson, he's waiting patiently to come on, share some of those upstate scores. He said Luha beats Half Hollow Hills East. 102-62. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you got one of the top teams in the country beating the top team on Long Island.
Yeah, and listen, if you want me to compare it to their last 2 games, they beat La Lumiere, who has, 4 D1 commits in the starting lineup, and then they beat Arizona Compass, who's one of the best teams in the country. So Luhai really heating up since the Jordan Holiday Classic. So,
and since that, they added Kai and Anthony, who's been playing spectacular.
Correct.
Okay, so let's give props to Kai and Anthony for definitely
our guy
back and finishing strong
for scheduling that game versus Coach Buck. You know, two great coaches, and it's excellent that he could give those guys stories, opportunities to say that they played against, you know, such a big time program like Lehigh, and you know they love hosting some teams. So it's a great thing for both programs, even though you know you lose.
For sure. CK keeping us up to par. St. Francis Prep up on Zavarian 40-16 late in the second. Did you have any scores on Christ the King? I'm waiting for my guy to hit me up, but I didn't get anything for Christ the King.
Yeah, we got
I'm waiting for that right now. Christ the King versus Nas.
Big O, Big O
Yes.
for Sienna. How about that this week? That was nice.
He visited Siena.
No, he got an offer from them this week.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I won't be surprised. I don't know if Siena's gonna be able to get him, but that's awesome.
Yeah, man, I just love seeing it. You know. But yeah,
What about Long Island? Let's give me some updates to what's happening in Long Island.
Yeah. I wanted to tell you, you know, obviously Lou High is cooking, like you said. Kion Anthony instantly been an impact player since coming back. Really settling those guys with the scoring, allowing everybody else to do their thing, and they seem right on track for the playoffs to get right. I think they're ranked in the top, right around 10.
Yeah.
So you know they're creeping up every week, and they should be deadly the rest of the year. St. Dom's with a big win over Achievement First in the PSAL. Tip of the cap to Coach Wilson and Mello Mohid. Another nice game.
Wow.
Floyd again, perfect week. A couple nice quality wins. Southampton continues to impress as they slowly inch their way up in the top 10. Tonight, Bayshore over Sachem North. Another terrific game from Carter Wilson. Roslyn over Bethpage, an emerging program. And tonight, like I said, Uniondale, battle for first place, destroying Hempstead at Hempstead, really turning it up. Shout out those freshmen, really stepping up. I'm excited to write the article tonight, breaking down the game because an exciting roster, big day for Uniondale. So, you know, shout out Coach Styles. He's a young coach and he's doing a terrific job.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, you wrote a excellent article on those two young men from Brooklyn College Academy, man. So I think they would appreciate that, man. It's like I know they appreciate it. So, you know, and look, y'all got to give my man B some credit. He covers everybody. He just doesn't cover the elite teams. He covers everyone. So y'all get a chance, y'all read those articles, and y'all should save them because it's you know. Who knows when the next time you will be up in one of those articles, man. So you get that, man. You save that on your wall, put that in some glass, and save it, man, because those are treasures, just like news articles.
And you know that's what I try to make it. You know, I try and make it, you know, memorable for the kids, and you know, and highlight their abilities. And you know, a lot of programs ask me to come to games. You know, like Pooh, I know you get a ton of invites. Try our best to see as many as you can, but just to see like Kennedy Catholic post one of my little write ups on one of the kids, you know, was so awesome to see today. And you know, the kid even messaged me, and you know, the coach was like, meant a lot. And you know, I know it does, and these kids deserve it, right? You know, it means a lot to be on varsity in high school, and you know, these kids are playing great, and they deserve it. So I appreciate the kind words, but it's nice.
Yeah, man, and for a lot of them, let's be real, man. This probably be the last time they play basketball, you know, in this section, and not even go to play
Yeah,
on the college level, right? And that's just being real about it.
we barely talk about the percentages, but the percentage of you playing college basketball, you know, is like less than 1%. You know, it's crazy. So, you know, that's why we always try and say appreciate it. And that's why we try and show love to as many kids as we can. And, you know, that's my little wrap up on Long Island. Could always check out top 10. I try and post every week, but yeah, Long Island's in great shape, Pooh.
Yeah, I'll definitely be posting my top 10 next week after we come after that next week when we come back from the Thurgood Marshall games, I'll definitely be dropping my top 10. So stay on the look for that. So now I want to bring on, you know, our guy from upstate, the guru of basketball for upstate, my guy, Chris Hudson. He over there laughing right now.
The voice of upstate.
What up, Chris? I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
You got the mic on? It might be on the screen.
Yeah, you gotta turn your mic on.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you yet. Can't hear you yet.
Nah, can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Nope.
Nope.
Maybe
Go
pop-
out and come back in. Go
Yeah.
out and come back in. All right.
It wouldn't be a podcast if there wasn't some technical.
Nah, come on, man. It's always technical difficulties. It is what it is. It happens, man. It happens. Technology, right?
Yeah.
Technology. So when he comes back on, I'm gonna talk about some other scores. Well, we're gonna get into that Thomas Jefferson Eagle game. Man, that game was packed. Standing room only, 85-75. When I tell you, there was a lot of talk in that game. There was a lot of, jeering going on in the audience. A lot of people putting bets on the game. It was absolutely crazy because if people don't understand, Eagle was up most of the game or most of the half until Jefferson made that run and went up by 2.
Well, Pooh,
Went up by 1, actually, during halftime.
let's stop because you have the inside view. You asked me. We're
Yes.
to know from Sage Media on your end. What the heck's going on with the scoreboard, man?
Oh, yo, that was crazy. That was crazy right there.
It's a big game.
Yes. That was great. You good? You good, Chris?
You here? You got me?
Yeah, well, you good. You
All
good.
right, thank you.
So,
All right.
listen,
You good,
it was crazy. When I walked in there, I definitely heard from the Jefferson supporting staff. There was like, yo, Pooh, what's up with the score? Now, they're going to try to cheat us. I said, nah, Eagle don't play like they said, but why is the clock broke now when we got to play them?
Crazy.
Both clocks was off. They was going with the table clock. I think it went fairly smooth. They had some adjustments with the time. They had to adjust the clock a few times.
Pooh, on they were great. Pooh, half the feed, you got some idiot walking from the crowd walking all the way on the half court going, what's the score is it, man? What's it's like it's on the feed. You're like, get out of the way, man.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
If I wasn't standing right in front, like I was at half court, I was right in front of the clock. Right? I would have had to do the same thing. Because you're not in the loop. You're watching the game. You're not counting the points.
Exactly. And Sage is doing their best to keep the points. And, they count a 3, they mark it a 2, and they add it to the wrong team. Then they're trying to put it back. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. It was hard to tell the score. You couldn't really tell, even though I'm like, Eagles winning. It was like Jeff was up by 1 on the score, and then all of a sudden they're like, Eagles winning at halftime. I'm like, yep. I thought they were winning at halftime, Nah, that was true, man. That was definitely true. Hold on, let me get out of here real quick because I can't see what the hell is going on. Hold up. Okay, so just in case you guys didn't see my post today, let me give you kind of a sneak peek of what we were seeing today. I know Eagle ran out of gas, but I was impressed with them. Too easy.
That was crazy.
That was absolutely wild. And it came out of nowhere.
Yes.
That's him, though.
Here he goes again. He's in the corner.
He's like if Ed Reed played basketball.
Man. Hey, they was going at him, man. They was going at him.
Yeah. Listen, they were fighting till the end, They had Jefferson on the ropes for a little while.
You hear the chatter in the background. You just hear all the chatter.
There's so many people talking.
Oh man, the kids is going absolutely bonkers.
Oh man, it was like play. Somebody was going at it. It was great.
Yeah. All right, let me run down some scores real quick. Murray Burcham destroys Norman Thomas 121-37.
Woo!
They was led by Jamel Leak. He had 43 points, 12 rebounds, 4 steals.
Good Lord.
Yes, absolutely
43.
Destroyed them. That
Man,
double 43
rolling,
and 12
bro.
is crazy.
Dude, Jaden Lau joining them. They are rolling, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the top 10 scorers in the PSAL. But I'm gonna run off the top scores in a few minutes. Eagle Academy Bronx defeats Kennedy 84-39. Amir Cummins 18 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Elijah King 19 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Denham Troutman 15 points, 4 assists, 4 steals. R.J. Walker 12 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds.
What do you think? What do you think, Pooh? Do you think they could make it to the PSA championship?
That's what everybody's saying. That's everybody's saying it's going to be Jeff and Eagle Bronx at the end. This is what everyone is saying, but who knows, man? Anything can happen in the playoffs. I don't want to put a prediction in right now.
Listen, you promised me we'll have what's his name on the show, so we'll let Mr. Cummins talk and tell us what the deal is with that. But I think Eagle BX is legit. And another question: what do you think of Denham Troutman? His transition from the Catholic League to PSAL. I mean, he looks, ready for the competition and a youngster.
And he's so smooth. He got the 360 waves, that $1 million smile, and he's gonna kill you every time. He's definitely a baller, man. Definitely a baller.
He's tough.
Definitely tough, man. Definitely tough. Yes, and New Rochelle still steamrolling up there. All right, in that Westchester County League. New Rochelle defeats Scarsdale 66-51. Summit Academy, all right. They had their star player Justin Rodriguez break out for 52 points last week. Had a monster game, and they came back this week and they beat East New York Family Academy 63-58, with Cedric Jones scored 21 points and Sia Tucker 17 points, and Jasper Messina, who made the late clutch plays as Summit overcame a slow start to defeat East New York Family Academy 63-58.
Wow, man. And how about New Rochelle taking down Mount Vernon and then Scarsdale? What do you think of that, CK? I have them. I know they're not as upstate as you, but if my kind of Westchester upstate rankings, I had Scarsdale up to 7. I mean, am I sleeping on New Rochelle?
Yeah, they actually last year I believe New Rochelle was like the 2 seed in AAA in Section 1.
Yeah.
And the team, I don't know, I haven't looked at the rankings lately, but the team actually in Westchester to keep an eye out on is Mamaroneck, who just beat Mount Vernon by 8, 61-53. Brandon Burrell had 19 and Will Plunkett, I believe, had 17.
Yeah.
So
text me the score, Dice. Guys, sorry about that.
That's all right. That looks like to be another team up that way, down that way for me. That to keep an eye out on. I believe they're the highest ranked team. I think they're like 8th in the state according to the Sports Writers Association.
Yeah, I have them right at the top of the list in my upstate rankings, and then another team that's been rolling that I want to ask you about that we really like. Talk about Rome Free Academy.
Yes,
cooking, man.
What's interesting, I was looking. They're actually in a back and forth with their rival Utica Proctor. They're only up by 3 right now. With,
really,
a little under 2 to go. But yes, they're I believe they're 10th or 11th in the Sports Writer AAA rankings. And Isaiah Grimes went off at Hoop Hall. I found out in Springfield. Put a 40 ball on New Britain, Connecticut.
Wow.
And then 44 on Lawrence Woodmere. They're not their
white
pros, but their varsity team, I guess. So he put up big numbers there, and he's a guy to look up for. They're undefeated, but like I said, they're playing their rival right now. I'm just peeking a little bit. They're only up 70-67, minute 57 left at Utica
Wow.
Proctor right now. So who's another pretty good team up this way. So AAA is pretty good in this area of upstate Central New York, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we weren't disappointed when we saw Mount Vernon against New Rochelle. I mean, that was, and New Rochelle really looked impressive, and Mount Vernon not really looking like themselves. You know, a little uncharacteristic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and New Rochelle is a nice big man. His name's Gasper.
Yep.
He
Malik Gasper. Yep.
Yes, I think he was the difference there because of his post presence, and I don't think they had an answer really for him.
Not at all. Not at all.
And that's really what the difference was.
And I don't think Scarsdale had an answer for him either. I heard
Right.
he was terrific again. Even with Jake Sussberg having 25 points, but I'm gonna kind of get you to reach into your bag a little bit. We're gonna get a little deep, but I want you to talk about Shenandoah, and I want you to talk about Glen Falls this year. Two teams that are rocking right now.
Hold on, before you do that, because I just got to break it before I forget. Naz is up only 1 point with like maybe 30 seconds to go in the first half. 32-30, it was 33-32.
Wow.
The floor is yours, CK.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for Shenandoah, they're undefeated, 11-0, 24th in AAA, according to the sports writer. Yeah, they're in a tough league too. That Albany area AAA. You remember, you got Green Tech still, who actually plays Lehigh tomorrow afternoon.
Correct.
There. And then you got Shaker, which is
they play upstate, or they play at
they're playing actually at Lehigh tomorrow afternoon. Green Tech.
Wow.
So they're really testing themselves. They got a tough schedule this year. Tough schedule.
They do have a great schedule.
Yeah, so they're trying to get themselves ready for the playoffs. But Shenandoah, tough team, good little shooters, guards, nice. They got a nice mix of players, good team basketball. And then same with Glens Falls. Like I was listening to an interview on an outlet with the coach. He said those guys been playing since like second grade. So they know each other, and it's to the point they're destroying teams. Like they beat Hudson Falls, which was like a rival, by like 30 last Friday. So yeah, it's not even funny. It's not even funny for them. So they're gonna be tough. Tough out in Class A. They're in Class A too. So
yeah,
and they could probably play up if they wanted to.
I have a great story about Shenandoah. Well, my coach was very cool with their coach. So when my freshman and sophomore years, we went up to play them, right? And what they did was they had us stay, a player stay at their house, right? Each player stayed at another one of their players' houses, right?
Wow.
This was an awesome experience. And Greg Kubeck was on that team as well.
Wow.
Yeah, we beat them 1 year and they beat us another year. We beat them 1 year and then we lost to Troy. They had a very good team. And then the next year, we beat another team. I forgot. And then we lost to Shenandoah. But great group of guys, great families, man. And they always get props in my heart. Salute to Shenandoah and the whole Shenandoah town, valley, high school, everybody that's up that way.
Very good. People forget that the Herder kid that plays for the Kings, I believe, right now. He went there too. So this is a program that's always good. One of the biggest high schools up this way in the state. So they can reload really because they just have so many kids.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
And they bring them up young.
Right.
And CK, I know one of your favorite teams that I'm going to bring up. It just got in my top 10. I know they've been fighting for a spot. I know you've been advocating for them. I'm going to ask you, besides that, what are some other teams besides Cicero, North Syracuse that I should consider inside the top 10, or that me and Pooh should maybe consider checking out upstate that are kind of flashing to you?
Right away, and I'm looking at them because they're ranked 20th and they're 11-0. Rush Henrietta, just outside of Rochester. 6'8" big man. Hack. Taggart is another player. Comes from a big basketball family out that way. They beat Green Tech at Green Tech.
Wow.
So yeah, watch out for them. Another pretty good program just outside of Rochester to keep an eye out on for. I would say too, Canisius in Buffalo area. There's actually a big game tomorrow. I don't know if they're online. It might be. WNY Athletics usually shows them. Shout out to them. But they're playing Bishop Timon,
Ooh,
actually another good Catholic school out in the Buffalo area.
yeah.
They're another good one. They beat St. Joseph's recently, so that's another good team at the buzzer last week. I'm trying to see if they're ranked. I don't believe they are
Mm-hmm.
in triple. They might be in double A. Actually, yes, Canisius is third in double A in the sports writers, just above St. Joseph's. So another good team to watch out for. Another one, Greece Athena, which is actually John Wallace's old high school.
Yeah, yeah.
They're undefeated and they're number 2 in the state in double A, just behind very good Albany Academy team.
I was gonna.
Who gave Stepanek all they could handle. I watched that game, and I'm not surprised.
Who's in Iona Prep though? Did that surprise you?
Not really, because Iona Prep has been giving teams problems from what I've seen too. So I think it's a matchup thing, but they're very well coached. They're disciplined. They have good size, good defense. Nice guards usually can handle pressure. So I'm not surprised. Got shooters. Loritis kid he killed St. Joseph's in the game I saw between them. But so they got a little bit of everything. And like I said, they're 13-2, number 1 in class double A. So I'm not surprised at all by that very close game with Stepanek. So
who are some of their standout players?
Jamar Macon, the big man. Raz Elijah Gobble, the point guard. Like I said, Jack Loritis, he's a dead-eye shooter. So they got a little bit of everything. They got a big man, like I said, a shooter, nice point guard that can handle pressure, get to the basket. So you
got those 3 pieces. You're tough,
right?
Yeah,
and then they're disciplined, good, well coached, always well coached, always get players. So it's one of the top programs up this way.
Absolutely, they're sitting easily in my top 10. And I got to ask you, CK, are we pulling for our guy Andre Jackson from Albany Academy?
Of course, of course.
Yeah, I was excited to see he nominated.
Human pogo stick. Come on, I wouldn't be surprised he tries from the top of the key with a dunk. With that kind of bounce he has, it's not even funny.
He has like that Ashton Reynolds kind of bounce.
Crazy.
I dare
a little bit more.
Yes, like when you have dunks where you looking down at the rim, I would say so.
Wow.
Yeah, he's about 6'6", 6'7".
Oh, that's the difference.
Too.
Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashton's only like 6'3".
And Pooh, I saw him playing high school against Lehigh, and literally forced overtime and had like 50 points in the game with a 3 to tie it from like half court. It was like the most impressive game I've ever seen a high school kid play. It was wild.
Wow.
Game. Yeah. I think Andre Corbello hit a buzzer beater to beat. It was nuts.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
Yeah. So shout out Andre Jackson and that whole family for sure. I'm sure they're fired up for that. And I know all of upstate it'll be pulling. Sure.
For sure.
Man, what do you know what you guys federation going to be upstate? Like I know y'all still do your thing upstate. Like what is that going to look like this year?
I believe they're in Binghamton this year. They won there was like a lottery. Put it right, lottery to put it out to see what city wants it, and Binghamton won out over Glens Falls. So it's actually, I believe, in Binghamton this year, the tournament.
Jesus, like are they gonna play at Binghamton University?
They usually play at the Veterans Arena down there.
Okay.
So
Glen Falls is such a perfect spot, man, for it, man.
Yeah, a lot of people love it. You can walk to everything. So yeah. So I think it's gonna be pretty good. Binghamton has hosted it before, but we'll see.
You didn't hear about it when it was in Binghamton,
right?
I'm gonna give it a buck,
right?
You know what I mean?
It was kind of low key.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
it's not too inviting. I'm gonna keep
I know, because Glens Falls is almost like synonymous with the
That's right.
Yeah, the Cool Sharing Arena, right, or whatever.
Right there, hotels right there. You get something to eat. It's everything right there. I remember we was up there. Yeah,
right.
Fun. Fun time. Fun time. Well, we have that PSL leaders list. You got senior Donovan Johnson for Sunset Park. He's averaging 36 points a game. Junior Steve Patterson, the classic school. He's averaging 36 points. So those two right there are the top two scorers in the PSAL, both averaging 36 points a game. Sophomore Amir Dockery's averaging 10 assists a game, and senior Jeremiah Jacobs, Sir JoJo, is averaging 18 rebounds a game, and he had about that yesterday. I think he probably had like 21 rebounds yesterday.
Wow.
Yes, definitely. So Eagle got two of their guys up on that list for sure. Catholic School League, Halon Rollins, 21 points. Who's a senior, Junior Dior Johnson from Scaling, averaging 18 points. Senior Veer Anthony for Prep, averaging 17.5. Senior Selu Dio Kane, 17.3. Did I say his name right?
Better than I would.
Right.
Yeah. St. Peter's, averaging 17.3. Brandon Stores, 17 points. And the players of the week for this past week, Danny Carbuccia, Archbishop Stepanak, Matthew Stilafo, St. Joseph by the Sea, in the A division, and the B division, Chase Henry from Sacred Heart. So salute to all three of those guys and them leaders right there. So that's our rundown for the PSL leaders and Catholic School leaders. I wish the Catholic School kept their rebounds and assists as well. I think that would be a lot interesting.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Especially with how many guys they have tracking all the stuff that goes
right.
Yeah. It would just help. Get these kids recruited more. But
Right.
We got to go on what the coach say. Either way, we still got to go on what the coach say. So hey, you might as well just put it out there. You might as well put that slot there on the website and make it a little bit more interesting, especially for guys like us.
And now, did you guys? I want to bring up here the unfortunate news. Dave Joint brought it up about All Hallows. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, such a sad situation to see another Catholic school, legendary Catholic school. We had Power Memorial, we had Rice, we had Talenton leave, Bishop Ford's gone, right? And now All Hallows is gone. All Hallows won the state championship last in 1985, the year before we won it.
Wow.
Yeah,
they beat Binghamton. Go figure.
Right.
Binghamton next year, right? Right. They having a damn federation there in Binghamton this year, so it's going to suck. But I'm not going to say anything.
Question, Pooh. When you gonna have the King Rice interview? I'm just kidding.
No, it needs to happen.
I think so too.
Happen.
I really do.
It needs to happen.
I think so. I really do. I think it would be eye opening.
I'm gonna have to make my connects reach over to Mama for me and get him on the show. Listen, he definitely deserved to be on the show. And look, we got a lot to talk about. So
that's why
we have a good history. Yes, for sure.
That's a great. I like that.
He's becoming a legendary coach. So let's give props to King Rice, man, what he's doing right now.
Right.
No doubt.
Now the thing about All Hallows, that just came down recently because I thought I just saw him play somebody. So this is
gonna be their last year.
Year.
Wow. Especially, I think it's tough too because it's been known for educationally, it's a very good school academically for the community that it serves. So I think that part also is tough.
Yes.
When you think about it.
I think Coach actually went there, Pooh, before he took the Malloy job and took over Malloy. I think he actually went to high school there. They have a great amount of people that went there. They have such a historic amount of alumni that have been at All Hallows.
Yeah. Nah, salute to All Hallows, man. It's gonna be sad to see them go.
And ever see that gym? One of the best gyms of all time, man. Like a lunchroom gym. You can go.
It's like a CYO gym. Let's just keep it like that for sure.
I
Yeah,
love.
man. Hate to see them go, man. But salute to All
Mhm.
Hollows. Everything they've done for New York, all the guys that went there throughout the years, man. Salute to them. And hey, what more can we say, man?
Yeah.
New
Yeah,
York is a city that keeps giving, but a lot of legendary schools, especially Catholic schools, are closing on us right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, and they won't be the last. And I hate to bring it up, but it's a great place. It's a lot of history, and I was really fortunate and lucky enough to bring my kids there for a game, and
Mm.
I love it. I hope my kids remember it. So I'll always have a place for All Hollows for sure.
Mm.
yeah, maybe we just need to bring on a coach, man, and
Yeah.
a past player, and we could talk about the history of All Hollows, man. We give them a nice send off. I think that'll be dope.
Absolutely, man. That'd be great.
Yeah, I think that right there will be a great send off, man. So let's do that. Let's put that in our books, man, and let's do that, man. I think that'd be dope.
I love that.
Yeah. Any last words, fellas? Any last word before we get out of here?
What do you got, CK? Who's the best team upstate? Who you got? Number one, and CK. Putting you on the spot. Who you got?
Man, I really like Rome Free Academy as well. They did win, by the way, 78-70,
Big win.
close one. So yeah, so they're gonna be 9-0, I believe.
Are you
I
rolling Rome free?
Rome Free, and I really like Rush Henrietta.
Okay.
They got it. Another school with a big man, a slashing big guard, and another option that can shoot, score. So that's another school with a nice big three. Rush Henrietta, Calvin Betts, who used to play at Rush Henrietta and played at UB, is their head coach.
Mm.
So he's got them playing very well in a tough section, which is the Rochester area, section 5.
Yeah.
So
I got to get my New Yorkers prepared, Pooh, when we go up there, man. Can't let guys up there, man. They always do. They always do on those guys, man. I've been telling you that they grow up on the same street. They've been playing together, like CK said, since second grade. Come on.
yes,
They know
Wow.
everything about each other. Like they're
yes,
ready to beat you. So can't
yeah,
those guys upstate.
no, no.
Besides Luha, what about Long Island?
Well, he knows. He knows we got Bayshore Hills East, and William Floyd coming up ready for you guys. So at least a couple of those guys are coming for you guys. I'm sure you know them, CK.
Yeah, yeah,
One
Craps
yeah.
sports, yeah, go ahead.
No,
Nassau's crapshoot, Great Neck South, undefeated, but I really the playoffs is really going to be compelling in Section 8. Suffolk's a little top heavy. Southampton will be up in the States again, most likely. I know CK knows them.
Definitely.
mhm,
So a lot of the same characters from Suffolk, but Nassau might be a whole new group going up there. So we'll
mm,
see.
Well, my crew, they'll be staying in the city playing against each other. You got Thomas Jefferson, Eagle Academy, Bronx, and who else can I say? Give me and St. Francis. Well, that's the public school, and then uh, hmm, yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there for now. Uh,
Or-
and of course, we got Stepping Act, St. Francis, Prep, Nas. Um, you know, who knows, man? Maybe some more teams that may come on at the end, but
mhm,
those are the top 5 right there. That's gonna be battling at the end of the year, I think. And let's see who comes out on top. You know,
yeah.
yeah.
Now, real quick question, if you don't mind me, because when does Stepanak and St. Francis play again? Do they play again?
playoffs, only playoffs.
Yeah, only playoff.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't.
Because they're
They
1-3
didn't.
in AAA in the state. Interesting.
Yeah,
With Jeff number 2
Mm-hmm.
and
yeah.
Eagle 4 in the state in AAA. Wow. Now that's 5. So interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy there now facing off, right? Gonna have to
Mm,
wait.
that would be
I can't
crazy.
wait. I can't wait. That game is gonna be super packed. That game right there is gonna be crazy. Well, I know I'm waiting for another score before we get out of here, but I know Naz is up 38-32 and a half. I know the third quarter start now. But hey, look, we probably have to save that for next weekend. Um,
Hmm.
this week we're at our game of the week, right? Our game of the week is, let me see,
28th.
the 28th. Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
That's right. We're gonna get to see. Look, that's the team that I think deserves for us to come up there and watch them play. They have a very good team, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see them play Clinton. It's tough. It's going to be a good game.
Very, very tough game. Get to see those
Mm.
guards and get to see the Norfolk State signee and get to see their big man play. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Good basketball.
And
All right.
thanks for coming on, CK. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you,
problem.
my brother.
Anytime.
Appreciate you. The upstate guru. That's what we're gonna call you right now, brother. That's what we're gonna call you.
Whoa.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, look, there's another, it's a podcast upstate. They was online last week. And he didn't send me a DM. I told him to connect with me. I know he said they do.
Oh.
I don't know the name. They were on
Yeah.
last week.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys see this, man, DM me, man, so we get you guys on the show and maybe we could do something together, do a show together so we get some more of these players some light, man. This is what we
Right.
do. Hey, good Friday, brothers. Good Friday.
Yeah,
Great show.
No problem. Anytime.
Thanks, CK.
Thank
No
you,
doubt.
guys.
All right. We're about to be out of here. You know what we do. High School Basketball Weekly. It's New York, baby. You know how they do. This is the Triangle Press right here. All right? Y'all at y'all.
Peace.
Peace. Yes, sir.